Welcome to Janesville, where art is for everyone. Performance art can be enjoyed on the regular, while the city's streets and walls are covered in masterpieces. There are art classes aplenty, where you can learn directly from professional artists. You can even explore the culinary art side with your taste buds at its restaurants. History can be found in its architecture, while more natural beauty can be seen in the composition at the Botanical Gardens. Let's get going. We have a lot to see.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Janesville. This ever-growing southern Wisconsin city is consistently adding to its art scene. Through Art Infusion, the walls of downtown are being filled with grand and towering murals by professional artists from across the country.
How do you end up deciding what it is you're going to paint? Do you work with the community organizers who brought you here to decide what to paint?
Fortunately, everybody usually gives me free rein, especially here at Art Infusion, which I think is a great part of the program. I guess they trust us with learning about the community. Whenever I go paint, I want to bring something that's going to remind people of their hometown and their own community and to create some pride. I did some digging, some research, and that's when I landed on Carrie Jacobs Bond. She's a Janesville native and also one of the first songwriters and singers in American music history. You know, I decided to do a songbird and a female cardinal. The music, femininity, and I think that's a very beautiful thing. Public art is the first introduction to art. It's like a little gift of culture, right? My favorite thing about painting murals, just like the community aspect behind it. The fact that I get to meet new people and travel the world and see the reactions from all these different communities. And I'm also taking a piece of my culture, which is like from Miami and South Florida, and I get to bring it here and kind of remix it and make it Wisconsin. Cool, thanks guys.
Yeah, right.
During Art Infusion, participants can be found expressing their creativity with chalk, while a seasoned creator makes their tribute to Janesville.
This year we are doing actually the featured piece as part of Jolly Jingle. Every year the Janesville Convention and Visitors Bureau tells me what they would like me to do, and I'm always doing something that reflects something in Janesville. But I am from Madison, Wisconsin, ended up down in Orlando, and I chalk for Disney, which is really kind of cool as well.
If you're a chalk artist, are you a chalker?
No.
Or a chalkist?
We are called street painters.
Street paint. What is it you like about chalk?
One is the way that the chalk blends and grabs onto the sidewalk. Two is being outside. I like to talk to people. I absolutely love the community. Street painting, you cannot meet a nicer group of people. There are street painters all over the world, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Art is not meant to be perfect. All art is beautiful. We kind of taught people that if they can't draw realistically, then you're not an artist. I really enjoy doing the looser art, and I've always done things like portraits, like what I'm doing here. So it works perfectly for me. You don't have to know how to draw perfectly or realistically to be an artist. This is a chalk art competition. You can sign up and get a box of chalk, be part of the competition, but if you don't want to compete, you can come here and just get some chalk and just be part of it. Anybody that would come to the event, I am more than happy to stop what I'm doing and give them a quick little lesson. I did that. We got a couple little kids around the corner. There's nothing that I love more than to teach the kids or adults how to do this because it's so much fun.
Roaming Rich Fletcher is a historian who hosts walking tours of the architecture around Janesville. He keeps the history alive in this city by showing people the culture all around.
There is a lot going on downtown Janesville with art and murals.
Yes, we have this Art Infusion every September, and for the last 5 years or more, they've been doing murals all over town.
Can we go check some out?
Yeah, we can go check them out.
All right, let's do it.
I want people to see this modern community, but know that we're rooted in the past. By looking around when you're walking, you can stop, look, and really pay attention to the details. The Janesville story is Wisconsin's story and America's story. Early settlers coming here, the railroad, which is sort of like the internet of its day. You're connected to the rest of the world. The last 10 years, Janesville has been coming up on a little bit of a renaissance. People started looking at the community and what we value, how to make it a better place to live. We're standing on the Blaine Gilbertson Heritage Bridge. A local family donated money for this to reconfigure downtown. One of the features of this bridge is the sculpture behind us, which is called Resilience. Growing from two sides of the bridge and meeting in the center, uniting the east and west of Janesville, showing resilience from economic ups and downs over the last decade.
There are so many different types of art forms out there. One of my favorites is performance art. And here at the Janesville Performing Arts Center, there are a variety of shows that you can enjoy, including musical performances, comedy shows, and dance performances.
No Limits LDA was founded in 2017. It's a dance program for individuals with autism, intellectual disabilities, Down syndrome, and other learning differences and physical challenges. I have a physical disability, and I always felt like the arts weren't as accessible as I wanted them to be. But it's a very big passion project for me to make sure that everyone and anyone can be included in all forms of art. I think representation is so important. We've recognized neurodivergence. We've recognized we're really kind of embracing the DEIA initiative, so diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. Any chance you get to explore those concepts is really exciting and powerful. To be seen and to be heard is so important, regardless of what avenue, whether that be the arts, academics, sporting events. To be able to offer something that illuminates this underserved population is super exciting.
There's the Beloit Janesville Symphony Orchestra, where you can see professional actors and musicians showcasing their rich skill set. And of course, there is the exhilarating rock AquaJays performing right on the Rock River. So how did that feel out there today?
It's great to be back out on the water. Kind of hard to believe that summer's already here.
How do you get into this sport? When did you start doing it?
I started when I was 2. My parents have been on the team forever. I was just kind of born into it, if you will.
2 years old,
Yeah.
That's amazing. What is the best part about this sport? What do you love about it?
It's a family sport. There's a lot of teamwork that goes into play. We have skiers that are 60 years old, and we have skiers that are like 6 or 7 years old. I think that's the best part of it.
You guys make it look so seamless out there, but what are you thinking when you're out on the water?
Just try to concentrate on your role. Obviously, there's a lot of us trying to work together and achieve whatever goal we have going on in the water at that time. It's not a selfish sport. We all help each other out. With the numbers that we have on the water, you have to. Our end pyramid today, we have 44 people behind one boat. I think that's the most important part. Everyone has their role and be able to work with one another and achieve a big project at the end of the day.
AquaJay shows provide accessible seating for all audiences to enjoy. Would you say this is performance art in a way?
In a way, yeah. And we have a theme going today. There's a lot that goes into that. We take notes after every show, and we kind of tweak things as the season goes on. And at the end of June and July, we'll have it all perfected.
Whether it be dance, comedy, theater, or even sport performances, you can find your live entertainment experience in Janesville.
Explore creating art for yourself here in Janesville. Artists and connoisseurs of the arts are here to help you in your journey through these individual forms. I'm going to try out my art skills at Glass Gardens.
We do stained glass, all kinds of different glass. We do things from teaching classes about fusing, about copper foil, about lead, some glass blowing, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. There's not many stores around anymore that sell this. You can't really go into another store and get it. So this right here is colored glass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into my glass globe. Do you see where it starts curving down?
Yeah.
That's all the frit I need in there. This is going to be really hot.
Okay.
It goes to about 1,500 degrees.
Okay.
When you have a beginner who's never done anything like this, what does it feel like to see them go from having no idea how to make anything in glass to come out with a piece at the end?
It's glowing now.
Yeah, it's starting. Well, it feels great. A lot of our fusing classes are geared toward people that feel they can't do art. What we do is we demonstrate what can be done with the different materials or embellishments, the glass. Usually when they get back, they go, "Oh, I can't believe it turned out so great." Because I was an art teacher before, this was sort of like, oh, once I retire, this was just a perfect job for me. So
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Head chef and restaurant manager Joshua is going to tell me about the new Italian restaurant and wine bar called Janisa.
Genisa was the brainchild of a Janesville native, Greg Hughes. When his mother passed away many years ago, he wanted to honor her. It's an Italian wine bar to celebrate her heritage. About a year later, he opened up what is now Janisa Wine Bar, named after his mother, Janisa Hughes.
So tell me more about the wine tastings. Who's that for?
It's for anybody that wants to know more about wine. To teach about things like tannins and the alcohol levels, and just all the complexities that go into making wine such a fascinating topic. The wine's in the name. We've got a great selection, more than anywhere in the area, over 130 bottles. We love teaching everybody from novices to gaining information and learning from people who know what they're talking about as well. Food really centers around our red Italian brick oven. It's a centerpiece for the restaurant. We have our own sourdough starter that every day we're feeding that, we're giving it love. Everything's made from scratch to order. It's just really great, high quality, fresh ingredients. Charcuterie boards, Italian cheeses and meats. Really rounds out a fun, approachable menu for Italian inspired, but really utilizing what we have to offer here in Janesville.
Home to artists teaching artists, at Raven's Wish you can hone your skills in classes, or you can purchase artwork created by local professionals.
Raven's Wish is an art gallery and custom frame shop. We host about 75 artists or so, many of whom are within a 30-minute drive of the shop. Many of the artists that display work here also teach for us. We do a lot of beginning classes, just trying to get people started in the field with a good experience. We've got events that are kind of mixed with classes where a group of artists will come in and we'll do interactive things.
Whoa, that's cool.
Told you we'd make a painter out of you.
It's working.
Most of the time, my students want control over what's happening with the paint. And my idea is let go of the control, let the paint itself. You could never take a brush and paint this kind of guy.
Who's taking classes here?
A variety of folks, a lot of older folks that are retired. Other artists come and learn a technique from an artist that they admire, that they just kind of want to pick up that extra expertise. We create a class especially for young people and try and schedule it during the summer so that it works better with their schedules.
If you want to try something new or refine your skills, come visit Glass Gardens, Janisa, or Raven's Wish, and they can guide you along your artistic path in Janesville.
Nature can create beautiful works of art with or without our intervention. At the Rotary Botanical Gardens with horticulturist Michael, I am going to see the garden art project and learn what Michael values about this place as he nurtures these scenes of nature.
I'm not a person that's very good with drawing or, painting, but this is my canvas. The garden is my canvas, and putting together the different colors and the different textures, deciding if you're going to put something that's going to be blooming all at one time or throughout different times of the year, that's where I really enjoy myself. Some of the initiatives that we're doing here are green initiatives. Some of the plantings that we're doing are moving more towards sustainability. So we have a story walk. Every year we interpret a children's book and we bring that to life, and that corresponds with our garden art projects. So the garden art project is something that we're very proud of. The whole community, they come together and they get to put on their artistic hat. We have our volunteer carpenters. They start off making the forms. We decide what we're going to do for that current year. This year it's turtles. Then we send that out to the community and they have this blank form. They bring it back and they make it really special. And at the end of the summer, we auction off those garden art, and that is a benefit for the garden.
So the gardens are not just during fair weather, right, Michael? This is a year-long attraction for all.
Correct. We actually select plants that have winter interest, spring, summer, and fall. So anytime that you come, you're going to see something that is going to catch your eye. And I want this to be a place where you can come for calming effects. Providing this environment for others to just have a calming experience is something that's very important for us.
And the gardens are dedicated to accessibility, with electric carts for people to use, pathway accessibility maps, and low admissions costs. Opening in 1928, the Janesville Women's Club houses an entire gallery while being a national historic building that caters to private events. Inspired by flora, decorated artist Connie Glowacki talks to us about her passion for art. Tell me a little bit about the space that we're in.
It was organized by Janesville women who wanted a place to meet and discuss important things. They've brought in other organizations here as well. One of them is the Art League, of which I am a member. They have demonstrations by artists for the Art League on a monthly basis here. I think it's a hub of culture. There are lots of them here.
Tell me a little bit about what inspires you. Why do you love doing this?
I've always enjoyed the beauty around me. If I can have people who have unhappy things hanging in their lives and show them a way out to something better that they can find joy in and find purpose in their lives. If I can help them in any way, that would be wonderful. If you could come into an art class and just play with paint like we do sometimes.
This is a special place to you, and there's something really special happening here at the Women's Club. What a great place to have your art as well.
Thank you. It's a wonderful compliment. And if I can make you smile and feel a little bit better about things when you look at the pictures, that's my job.
You certainly have, yeah.
Thank you.
Janet, today is such an exciting day here in Janesville, the dedication of the human sundial. Can you
Yes.
tell me a little bit about that and your connection to it?
It started with my father, who's an astrophysicist. He one day, just for fun, decided that he would calculate out the declination of the sun according to the latitude and longitude of Janesville. That's what astrophysicists do for fun. So doing those calculations, that is actually the essence of what makes an analemmetic sundial.
I love that. And so what is the significance of having it here in Janesville?
I've been seeing the city reinventing itself, which is really exciting. When my father decided that he would agree to do a permanent sundial, only if we could dedicate it to my mom, his wife, of 52 years.
Janesville's so community oriented, and when you were dedicating this, you talked a little bit about the significance of the connection, you know, people to the sun, to the earth, to the universe. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yes, I really honestly believe that the inspiration behind it for him was to really get people to pay attention to the most fundamental nature of our world, which is beyond the terrestrial. You know, when you see the entire planet that you're living on as this fragile, delicate, extremely unique and miraculous thing, you realize how we need to take care of it because it's all we've got. All life on Earth is dependent on our relationship to the sun.
Whichever creative outlet fits your style, you can find it here in Janesville. If you'd like to sit back, relax, and watch a show, there's the Performing Arts Center. If speed is more your need, get pumped up by watching the rock AquaJays perform water stunts. Take your time to stroll through the Rotary Botanical Gardens and public art walk. And if you want to get into the art yourself, try glassblowing and wine tasting. Whoever you are welcome here in Janesville.